One of the most powerful energies accessible to us is sex energy, and it's naturally occurring, and it's actually always growing inside of us, ready to blossom out into the reality around yourself. Now, one of the most powerful tools that is naturally occurring that we have access to are crystals. Crystals help us to arc energy, expand energy, make it bigger, to literally find ourselves able to change the fabric of reality around us, to literally exercise our power and push it in directions of our choosing. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the combination of both sex magic, sex energy work with crystal work and crystal magic to literally move mountains in your life. To literally move mountains. Welcome back to Vibes and Frequencies, where we practice magic and discuss highly specialized crystal information. My name's Nathan, if you have not met me before, and in this video, like I said in the intro there, we're talking all about sex energy working with crystals. Now, why might you be interested in this? Why might you want to do this? Well, you might want to do this because you literally are the most powerful source of energy in the entire universe. Literally you have the tools and capabilities within yourself that are actually constantly blossoming, whether you are intending for that or not, it's always growing. You have the capability of being the most powerful beacon of manifestation than you could possibly imagine. So this is why you might be interested in this, because this energy is growing inside of you. And if you know how to be intentional, and you combine this with your crystal work, you can literally arc and expand this energy and find yourself being the most solid and powerful version of yourself that you've ever been yet. And there's no going back once you hit this level of energy within yourself. You just are. You just become this source of... It's just freaking awesome, okay? So this is why you might be interested in this. Now, if you happen to be new to my channel, I want to let you know to go ahead and stick around because I do crystal giveaways every single video. So stick around for that. Now we're going to start talking about the real stuff. Sex. Woo-woo, right? Sex is like this big scandalous topic, but look, it doesn't need to be. Sex is a very natural part of life. It's not scandalous to talk about how the tree grows out of the ground and takes in sunlight and things. This is just part of the natural forms of life. There's no reason to be all strange and weird about it and create this mystique about it and to feel bad. There's no reason to. We are sexual beings. You know, there are definitely humans and people that are not sexually driven, but whether you're sexually driven or not, sex energy exists within you in many facets that we don't even pay mind to. When we think of sex, we think of the physicality of just banging it out with somebody, and that's pretty much where we leave it. And our society has kind of got this, you know, advertisement type thing going on too, where they're constantly in everything using sex to sell things because they know how powerful sex energy is. The problem is in their move to to sell things and in the mysticism that we've created in our society around sex and making it this taboo topic and like it's some kind of gross thing we need to hide from, we have severed our connection to a very powerful energy within ourselves. And also because of all this highly sexed information and pictures and things that are just woven into the internet and everything that are always popping up in your face, many of us have found ourselves unknowingly releasing the most powerful source of energy that we have growing within us at all times. Releasing it constantly, giving it out. If you were to hold on to this energy, how powerful might you become? If you were to release this energy in a way through a crystalline structure, where when you released it, you didn't actually release it, you actually were continuously expanding it and making it bigger, what would that feel like? What would it feel like to be constantly carrying a generator of energy within you, capable of seeping out and touching everybody that you pass, not in a sexual way, not in a, hey, I'm on this trail right now, I just walk by some sweet honey and, you know. Sex energy does not have to be physically sexual. And as a matter of fact, when we realize this power and this energy within all of us, and we stop directing it through physical expression, and instead find ourselves channeling it into other avenues in our lives, like art, music, projects you're creating. If you're a businessman selling things, you know what I'm saying? You can arc this energy into any area of your life. And this is incredibly powerful. So that's really what we're talking about in this video. Now, the reason crystals come into this conversation, and if you've been subscribed to my channel and following my videos for a while, you know I've been talking a lot about quartz and Lemurian quartz, and our ability to program intention into these and to move ourselves throughout the dimensions of the universe. Now, I don't want to go too deeply into this, but I've got some really great videos tagged below for you guys, all about dimensional shifting and really mind-blowing stuff that has to do with Lemurian quartz that I think if you like this video, you'll like that video too. So subscribe for more content like this as well, you know? Don't forget. Don't forget, you'll be missing out, bro. So the reason we're talking about crystals in this conversation is because all of the things that we can do with crystals, all of them, are going to be greatly enhanced, much more powerfully activated when you combine it with your sex energy. Now again, I'm not talking about sex energy through the physical expression. What we need to do to be able to get to the level that I am talking about is to not channel it through the physical expression. This means when you begin to feel sexual energy, you don't go pull yourself away from where everybody is to find a place to, for example, masturbate or something like this. Because this is literally using sex energy to create more circumstances of yourself where you're just masturbating. So this is something interesting that I'm trying to express here. When you are channeling your sex energy, and when you are using and harnessing that energy, whatever you are doing, whatever you are being in the moment that you are arcing this energy and connecting to it, which again is the energy of connection and creation, very powerful source of generation. So when we are doing this, we are literally just creating a chain reaction and ripple through the universe and literally shifting yourself and putting yourself on a timeline version of you that is literally using sex energy to create yourself to be masturbating all of the time. And so you're just giving all of your energy to a physical expression. Now, there is nothing wrong with masturbation and having sex. And some people, you know, might be trying to say otherwise. You know, some people might say it's like bad to masturbate at all. My personal opinion is that no, it's not. It's a matter of the way that you're using your energy and intention while you're doing this. And this can be kind of complex and a you know, kind of strange topic for people to talk about. But I'm saying if we just release that strangeness, we, you and me, everybody here, we could dive into some serious power within ourselves. So when you are, for example, let's go ahead and say you are doing the physical expression of masturbation. Now, what's often happening is we are thinking of sexual thoughts and things like this. But what we are literally focusing on and giving our energy to is the physical feeling of feeling good. We are focusing on the climax that is going to be coming to us. And so this is literally what we're manifesting. We are using and harnessing the sex energy to manifest a physical climax. This is what's happening. Now, of course, this feels good and you can release tension in the body. It's a very healing thing. And to be doing this with another person that is like a true, special spiritual love connection with you is a very powerful way to grow energy, which I will get into momentarily here in this video. So we're focusing on a climax, and this is, theoretically speaking, for lack of better words in our language here. Words are so limiting. We are literally manifesting ourselves to be just having physical climaxes and be experiencing that. But the thing is that this energy, if we built it and arced it and used it in a different way, in a way that nobody's ever told us about for some reason, I wonder why. I wonder why if you know, we just stop releasing all our energy, what would happen? I wonder what would happen if I built up all this energy within myself and actually used it intentionally. I wonder, could I literally actually create the life that I want with this energy? Could I really free myself from the matrix society with this sex energy? Yeah, you can. You could do ridiculously crazy powerful things. So all of our crystals, they have crazy abilities. If you guys are following my channel, you know about what I'm talking about. I don't need to discuss in this video the power of crystals and what's taking place here. Now, the power of crystals, the abilities that these have, the way that they help us to connect to super consciousness and things of this nature. When you channel your sex energy into your crystals, okay, instead of just releasing it off and just letting go and just experiencing like a 30-second, physical climax and then being drained of your literal power that exists within you, instead of doing this, give that sex energy to your crystals, because your crystals are you, and they are a much harder physical expression of a crystalline format that is able to literally hold information and to arc power. Now, we know that when we're using crystals, we are being very intentional. We move away from a life of unintentionality and just laying back in what everybody else creates for us. We know as crystal users and people who love crystals and treat these with respect and conscious intent, that these are literally tools that help us to manipulate reality and move through ourselves and the external representation of this as well. So when you are giving your sex energy to the crystals, you're not losing the sex energy. As a matter of fact, you are storing it in a much more powerful way. You are growing it. And anything that you're doing with any specific crystal, when you channel your sex energy into this, you will be experiencing crystal power and activation that probably all your friends and people that you know that are working with crystals might not be experiencing. I'm talking next level power. I'm talking feeling crystals more than you could possibly imagine. I'm talking about unlocking pure ecstatic bliss within yourself, far more sensational and sensual than any 30-second physical climax, okay? This is something very powerful. And so we need to let go and take some time to just force yourself. It's going to be a matter of willpower and expression in the beginning, because some of us are so highly sexed with our nature to just anytime we feel sexually triggered or, see boobs in the TV show, oh, we got to pause it and go masturbate real quick, right? Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. This is serious. So we are literally just constantly releasing our energy. And what we're doing when we're doing this is, again, we're manifesting more masturbation, and we are grounding ourselves even stronger into the version and timeline of reality that we are on in that moment. So if you are not right now in the most beautiful, blissful experience in your life, if you are not in this kind of most powerful form with yourself, where you're just feeling so blissed out and magical about everything that you are experiencing in your reality, then I'm simply suggesting that you stop releasing your sex energy, because you can use it. Because it is what it is. It is a very massive power. You can use it with your crystals, like I said, to literally move yourself. Create a life for yourself that is a better representation of who you truly are in your heart. If we can just stop releasing the sex energy off just so unintentionally and letting all these things go and giving this power to other people and the systems and the government and the society that has, just sexually been triggering us this whole time. Which I'm not trying to suggest anything about this, that they're doing it on purpose. Are they? Yeah, no, I'm not going to talk about that in this video. Sex energy is powerful, guys. It feels really good, too. When you're harnessing this, the manipulation of sex energy, okay, let me describe this to you. When I say giving your crystals your sex energy, I'm not literally saying to, while you're masturbating, hold your crystal in your hand and focus to be giving it to your crystal. Though, this is definitely something that you can do and you can try. And there's no reason that this might not work for you. I'm just, if you do this, just listen and be in tune and feel how you feel afterwards. Because the feelings within us, this is a great way to tap in and see who we are being in that moment. And you can kind of get a relative expression and visualization in your mind about what timeline you're associating yourself with when you're doing these things. So go ahead and try it. But what I'm actually saying simply is stop releasing it and work with your crystals like normal. And when you feel these sexual urges, this is the time to channel the energy into your crystals. Not through means of masturbation and a physical release, but when you feel these sexual energies or this kind of sexual frustration or whatever it is to you, there's something interesting you can do that I'll express to you. In your butthole, okay, there's this way that you can, it's like a squeeze. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like a kind of flex. Now, if when you're feeling this kind of sexual tension and frustration, and you're feeling like you're having a hard time, and you feel like you really need to release this energy, it's like a Kegel flex, okay? It's kind of like Kegel. Like when you're peeing, the way that it feels to just all of a sudden squeeze the muscle and to stop peeing and hold it even if you have a bunch more pee, this is the kind of flex that I'm talking about. So you kind of do this Kegel flex, and what's happening is you are literally moving this energy all the way up your spine into your heart. You can also channel this into your third eye. I highly recommend for this intentional crystal magic. So what I do when I'm feeling this and I'm feeling like it's difficult in this moment is I do this Kegel flex, and I can literally feel it. And it feels like almost kind of this MDMA ecstasy, but really natural type feeling that is expanding and exploding in my heart. And then I can move it up into my third eye, and I can increase my power drastically by doing this. I'm literally like a walking powerhouse battery. I've got amazing, incredible energy pretty constantly these days, and a lot of it is because of the work I'm doing with crystals and the way that I'm arcing my sexual energy and intention through them. So, second to this that I wanted to explain is that many of the most successful people all throughout history have had a highly sexual nature. They've had highly sexual energy, and they have a partner in their life that inspires them, a true love connection. When you have someone like this in your life that inspires you so much, and you're able to literally transmit this sexual energy to, and again, I'm not even talking about the physical expression. I'm talking about the fact that we are constantly transmuting sexual energy all of the time. It's just something that most of us are doing kind of unconsciously, and we don't realize it. But it happens very naturally when you love someone. When you love someone and they move you so much, and they're the most beautiful person you've ever seen in the world, and they move you to this place of such passion. You feel so good, and the fact that they love you too, frick, there's nothing like that. There's frickin' nothing like that kind of love. It is the most powerful source of energy in my life, 100%. Out of all the crystals and everything that I do, it is my romantic person in my life who has helped me to expand and grow everything. My YouTube channel, my business, my happiness, my lifestyle, everything has completely launched and taken off since this inspirational force has come into my life. And it's because we are constantly channeling energy to this person. Now, what does this person do when they get the energy? They channel it right back to you, and then you channel it back to them. And literally every time you are doing this, you are growing and expanding this power. And you are literally able to move mountains with this power. When you have this kind of love and energy in your life, you will feel how powerful you are. I know that you know what I'm talking about. When you've had love in your life, you can feel the way that it moves you. You can feel the way that this force excites you and just launches you into a much higher vibration of thought. So there's all these pockets of vibration throughout our universe, and each of these pockets has stored much information. So based on the way that you're feeling, your feelings are going to have you on a certain vibration with your thoughts, and you are connected to thinking that is correlated to that vibration. But there are higher vibrations of thought that are coming from source, for example. We're talking infinite intelligence. Now, when you have this romantic partner in your life, this person that you love, and you are literally growing this energy and expanding it back and forth, you are putting yourself on a higher vibration of thought. And on this higher vibration, you are literally at the status of a genius. Literally, you have now made yourself the status of a genius when you have put yourself on this vibration. And it's very easy with a romantic partner. Now, here's what I'm saying. Our crystals, they're conscious beings. Not only this, but their crystalline structures are literally the most powerful tools that we have to expand our intention and to expand our own energy in. They're an extension of ourselves in a very drastically incredible way. So this energy, the same way that I'm saying you can build it with your romantic partner and you keep passing it back and forth, I mean, this is one of the most powerful manifestations. Anybody that's got a romantic partner that they get serious about, boom, all of a sudden their whole life takes off so that they can build it to be with this person. This is just, you could see it throughout all of history. You could see it throughout everybody that you know. They meet someone, you know for certain that you're going to be together forever, boom, all of a sudden your life takes off. All of a sudden you've got a thriving business, all of a sudden you know, all these things, you've got your house now, all this stuff, right? You could do the same thing with your crystals is what I'm saying, because they're conscious beings. And when you Give your love and your power and your energy the same way that you give it to a romantic partner. The same way that you do that, you give it to your crystal. It's love and appreciation, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Love and appreciation and respect. When you arc this energy, this is the way you transmute sexual energy. It's just appreciation and love. Use love. Love is the way to transmute it. Love is the most powerful force in the entire universe. So you love your crystal, and instead of masturbating and releasing all of your sexual energy off into the abyss, you give it to your crystal. Guess what your crystal does? It arcs it right back to you and expands it into reality. And then you feel it more, and then you channel it back into the crystal. The crystal expands it, channels it back to you. You feel it, it grows. You channel it back to the crystal again. You see what I'm saying? This is freaking ridiculously powerful, guys. It's ridiculously powerful. Now, the crystal that you're looking at on the screen right now is actually an Arkansas quartz. Now, this is a very powerful quartz. Arkansas quartz is one of the most powerful that I've worked with to be able to help us to really feel and expand our intentions in them. Now, this is a highly activated crystal as well, and I'm going to be giving this out in this video. What this crystal is I'm intending it for is to help you to channel your sex energy. You can think of this crystal when you win it as your sex energy crystal. So when you're wearing it, you just simply be with the crystal. And when you're feeling sexual energy, just know that you're harnessing it into the crystal. I recommend when you're feeling this highly sexual activation of like, I need to physically express myself in this way, you simply take a moment to look at your crystal and you just appreciate it. Give it that love. Just in that moment when you feel the sexual vibrations, just center yourself on the crystal and look at it and give it that love and appreciation. That's it. It's as simple as that. And this crystal is a great one for that. So all you have to do to win this crystal is like this video, be a subscriber and have that bell notification clicked, and to have dropped a comment below that is relevant to this video, of course. So, just to recap a little bit here. Our sex energy is the most powerful form of energy that we have in the entire universe. It is connection and creation. And we have been using it for only a means of physical expression. And so we're literally grounding ourselves in a physical reality. We are literally drilling ourselves further and further and further into the third dimension, which there's nothing wrong with, but it's a limit. Because our awareness, when it expands, we find that we are in all of the dimensions at once. 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D, all of these dimensions are here and now. And we can use this energy, the way that we could channel it into our crystals, to grow and expand love and to make ourselves so huge and powerful and have an infinite source of energy that we've probably never felt before. And it's beautiful. Now, the other thing is that I wanted to mention is if you are going to do a physical expression, as in with a romantic partner or even in masturbation, simply make a shift just for the next few times as an experiment and tune in and see how you feel and just pay mind and notice to the effects in your immediate reality following. Instead of just focusing on how good it feels and releasing that energy, or focusing on, imagining somebody's naked body or something if you're masturbating, for example, instead, don't focus on any kind of visualization. Now, other people who talk about sex magic might agree with me on this, or disagree, I'm sorry, and I'll explain momentarily. But when you are about to finish, for example, and have your orgasm, this is when definitely don't be visualizing, in my own personal opinion. Don't visualize anything. Just feel the feeling of love and expansion. Feel yourself becoming bigger. Feel your energy growing. Because many of us will masturbate because, we want to release energy. We want to let that go and relax, right? A lot of people are masturbating before bed every night because they feel like they can't sleep. So instead of having that kind of feeling of letting it all go, instead feel it grow bigger. Because it's that easy. The truth is that we actually aren't letting our energy go anywhere, because energy is neither created nor destroyed. It's always here, and you literally are everything, the entire reality. You're all of it. So the energy doesn't go anywhere. It's just that we're literally unconsciously pushing it away and letting it go on purpose deep within ourselves. So I'm saying focus instead on the release, focus instead on expansion and growth. And this is a very interesting dynamic shift. Now, many people who practice sex magic would say that when you're, for example, if you're doing it with a partner, both of you are focusing on the same intention and having sex in all of this to grow this intention. Now, I agree that this is highly powerful and this does work, but I am of a different kind of awareness in my reality, at least, where it doesn't make sense to be all intentional and projecting my own visuals and visions of what I want things to be like, because that's coming from my ego. And who I really am, the true power of me, doesn't have thoughts and visions and visuals like this. The true power of me, I'm right here, right now. There's nowhere else I want to be. There's nothing I need to create. There's nothing I need to change, because right here and right now is the most powerful place I've ever been in my life. And it's perfect, and it's so good. So instead of focusing your energy in these sexual manifestations and with your crystals on visualizations to change your life, just feel growth and love and expansion. Just feel those feelings. This is my recommendation to you. Because who you really are, your quote unquote, as we would express from our egos, your higher self, they've got it. You can just relax and let go. They've got it all covered. They know what you want a lot more than your ego knows what it wants. If you let go and you just be, and you expand love, and you grow this sexual energy, and you blossom it into the other areas of your life, and you use it to expand the magic and power of your crystals, there's nowhere else to be. You're perfect right here. And this is what someone who's carrying a highly amount of sexual energy will feel. You will feel so good and so here and so powerful. And the things that are going to change and the growth and things that are going to pop up in your life, they're going to be magical and beautiful and perfect. And you don't need to be in control of that. So we should let go and just be and relax with our being. And it's not a matter of holding on to the sexual energy like, please don't leave. It's a matter of being the sexual energy growing. That's it. It's a matter of just being someone who's carrying all of this energy and is able to just trickle it out into all the areas of their lives. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Sexual energy is really powerful, guys, and we are very powerful, and our crystals are incredible tools to help us to continue to pass this energy back and forth and grow it rather than just release it and drill ourselves into a powerless version of ourselves. We're not powerless. We're infinite. We're freaking huge. And it's amazing. And I'm telling you that if you do the things that I mentioned in this video, just give it a week or two and feel into it. It might be hard at first, but use the tips that I shared with you, the whole Kegel flex. You're going to be good. And I guarantee that you're going to notice that things are changing in a lot more powerful ways than you might comically think about this topic. Now, I do make 2 videos every single week all about highly specialized crystal information and topics like this and our own power and magic. So definitely make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on some of the awesome things that are coming through right now. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Nathan. I love making these videos. If you love this video, if you like these videos too, make sure to go below and push that thumbs up to let me know. I do appreciate it. Helps me keep on track with the videos. Much love to you guys. I'll see you for the next. Thank you.